Hello guys, today is another day for a head shaver review, an electric head shaver review. Today's is from the company Grooming, a Groomie BaldiePro. In the review I'll try and cover as much as possible, so we'll run through a quick unboxing, what we get inside the box, because this is a head grooming kit, so you get some bits and bobs with it as well. And we will look at the features, the design, and we will also do a head shave. Then following that, towards the end, I'll run through some of the pros and cons, or things that I like and dislike or haven't got on so well with, and we will finish there. My name's Jason and I own the website shavedadvisor.com. If you find this video useful, please do hit the subscribe button. This will help the channel. I've owned the Groomie BaldiePro for about up to 6 months now. And usually what I do, as you'll see on the website, is I use it for around about a month. That's the only head shaver that I'll use for about a month. And then after that, I'll use it little bits of in between of all of the products that I'm using. Let's have a look at what's inside the box and how the shaver functions. You get the shaver, the head section, plus a guard for the head for when it's not in use. Trimmer, 3 trimmer guards for the trimmer. A USB cord, so there's no adapter with this. You'd have to use your own adapter. This is like a kind of scrubber of the skin or a massager. This is also a scrubber which attaches to the head shaver. This is a nose trimmer and a small brush for cleaning. Some people might get use out of all these bits and bobs. The trimmer could be useful if you really have no dedicated trimmer. This is the only thing you have. But I don't really ever get on with these extra bits and bobs that come with shavers and head shavers. They're always never as good as the dedicated products that you can buy. Now let's look at how the head is attached. You see a section there, and then this head section just clips in. It attaches very easily and it comes apart easily. There we go. Take this off, then we can see how the blades come apart for cleaning. So we open each one of these up. There's not much of a section inside here for collecting debris. And this one also comes off, and that's for cleaning. When you press the power button, it gives you in minutes of how much charge is left, so this is useful. There is a small amount of grip here. You can see the embossed section. That's quite good actually, and it's enough. I mean, this is not rubberized, but it's kind of got a matte effect, so that helps with grip as well. But that section there is very useful because you can see my fingers fit right on that part. Okay, let's do a head shave then. You can see that I've got 3 days of growth there. I wouldn't let it go to more than 3 days, 2 or 3 days. These shavers work better either daily or every couple of days. But if it grows any more than 3 days, what I would do is do a trim first, because this helps take care of the blades and you get a quick job done. You get a job done fast. These are not going to cut as close as a razor, a safety razor or a cartridge razor. They're meant to be fast and a pretty close shave. Let's give it a go. What I'd like to mention is that because my hair recedes here, I'll still get left with this will still be quite dark, because that's where my hair recedes. So people who are balding the same kind of length all over, it will all look the same. But the way my hair recedes or balds, I get left with a line there. And this type of head shaver will still leave a faint line. Just quickly mention this area around here is usually one of the most tricky part, or it is the trickiest part whilst head shaving with the electric shavers. The way to try and get as much as possible is just hold the ear down like this and shave around it. Sometimes you still might get a little bit, this part might be tricky, but you can, if you have a shave at the same time, you can shave this cut that in a bit. Another thing you can do as well, because I would often feel a bit more stubble there. If you feel stubble somewhere, just pull the skin taut. The same thing you would do when you are shaving with a razor or electric shaver. You just pull the skin a little bit taut if you want to get that extra little bit closer. One thing I notice is that with these blades, compared to some others that I've used, I think of the School Shaver and the Remington, these blades are slightly rough. So if you wanted to shave, if you shave wet with shaving cream, it will be a lot smoother, but you know, it's not something that, that I like. Okay, that's good enough. Job done. Like, as I said, you know, I still get left with a faint line there, but it's as short as it can be, and it's decent. Right, let's give it a good clean after we've used it. We can clean it with a brush and with water after that, or you can just clean it with water. But I prefer to clean it with a brush because it just gets the debris out more. So let's open up all the sections, all the blades. Okay, plenty of debris there. Take that bit out. That's it, nice and clean. Just sit it somewhere now where it can dry out and not in a damp area. Okay, let's run through what I like, the pros if you like. It's ergonomically friendly. It holds really nice in the hand. It's a perfect fit. This section rotates and these blades move, so that's all good for while we're shaving. There's a little bit of grip. There's a small amount of grip around here, and surprisingly that helps really well when you're holding, so I like that. I also like it how it shows how much charge you have left on the shaver, and it overall does a decent job, although, you know, as I go into what I don't like so much, although it feels a little bit rough, it does a good job and it gets it close enough, you know, like any of the other electric head shavers. I mentioned the aspects of it I'm not a big fan of. One thing I don't like so much compared to other head shavers I've used is the size of this, the head here. That's quite small. It doesn't cover a very large space. This section inside, we just get them open. This section inside is there's not much space there, so this clogs up very easy while shaving. Now, other head shavers I've used, this part comes off, the top comes off, and there's a section inside that collects all the debris. Now, this doesn't have that, so that's another aspect I don't like. The cost of the BaldiePro kit is $79.99. You can also subscribe and for $49.99, and you're subscribing, so you get blades sent to you, and you can choose 6 weeks or more, whatever weeks you prefer to have them sent. So at $79 and $80, it's a little bit pricey. At $50, it's not so pricey, but you are signed up to the subscription service. However, you can unsubscribe at any point, so it kind of makes sense to get the subscription, get the first set of blades, which usually cost $20. So that's going to cost you $70 then. So you're going to save money by subscribing at first, but remember to unsubscribe. And if on the website, if you only want to get the shaver and not subscribe, make sure you look on the website, because it can get a little confused because you're automatically subscribed. You need to go down. You need to go down and highlight the section for the shaver. One thing I would be cautious of with Grooming plus other companies like School Shaver, Freebird, is they have an overwhelming amount of positive reviews, and if you look through them, you just know that they've been given a product for free. It's more of a promotion thing, and the Instagrammers, so you know they're going to tell you this is the greatest product since sliced bread. Unlike reviewers like myself on YouTube and websites, you know, we say it as it is. So you know, you have to really read between the lines in it on the reviews, because so many are just overwhelmingly positive. It just doesn't make sense. What I would suggest is, with this shaver, compare it with other head shavers. On the website, I have a best of list of all the head shavers I've used, and kind of give them a bit of a ranking or explain them in more detail. So what I would do, if you're not 100% sure, is compare it with some of the other well-known head shavers. Provide a link for that in the description. Also a link to the website review for this head shaver. But then you've got the list of shavers that I've used and compared, so you've got some extra information to go by.